You asked for redemption, Sean, but redemption isn't something that is just going to be given to you. It isn't something that is just going to be handed to you. It is just like respect. You have to respect thy fellow man for you to get respect back, and you know nothing about that. You think that you can do whatever you want on this website. You think you can do whatever you want to these people, and there's nothing they can do about it. As soon as somebody criticizes you, they're automatically one of your haters and naysayers, and they get blocked, they get censored. Their First Amendment rights get taken away because you are the only one that can have an opinion. Like you say so famously, Sean's view is the only view that matters. Your past history is nothing compared to what you've done this week, the offenses that you have committed, what you did not only to myself but everybody else on this website. It is disgusting, it is deplorable, and it is sick. Your past history includes lying, soliciting people for money, storylines, and then attacking users when they get mad at you for getting emotionally invested in these storylines and you pulling the rug out from under them. You act like there's no problem with lying to anybody. You could subject people to your little fuck world, your little fuck tales, and more of your fuckery. And like I said, if they get angry, if they get aggravated, they're automatically one of your haters and naysayers, and they get blocked from your channel. You say that I was a bully. You come out with this apology video, but you have all these little jabs in it. You say that I'm a bully. You won't admit that you started it first, that you sent me that very first private message accusing me of plagiarizing your channel, which I didn't even know who you were. You won't admit that you wanted this feud to continue all last year when I wanted to stop by making videos such as saying that there was a petition with my name signed, saying lawsuits are coming out of my home state, saying that I called police on you, so on and so forth. You won't admit that you made this personal last year. You're the one that brought my family into this in our feud last year. I never brought your family into this until you brought my family into it. You're the one that made it personal, and you made it personal yet again this year. A lot of people don't understand that. You won't admit that. You won't admit that you were the bully, that you bullied so many people in this community with your little private messages that you send people. Like the private message that you sent me, get off my dick, which I responded to, and I never thought that it would lead to this situation, but it is the same basic message that you sent to Heel Steven, except for on my message you decided to plagiarize Attitude Classics 316's comment and attach it along and try to reword it so it sounded like it came from you. You are the one that bullies people in this community. You're the one that lies to people. You're the one that misleads people. You're the one that feeds people these fucking fucktail storylines and tries to portray them as real. And you don't see any sort of problem with this. So you produce this little apology video and you're still making jabs. You make an insult towards our community, saying our community was already a joke when you came here in 2008. Wrong. When I started making videos in 2010, this was a vibrant community, and you're the example of exactly what's wrong with it. You won't admit that you're the one that's responsible for this. You won't admit that you tried to bully me first, that you came after me first when I didn't even know who you were. You won't admit that the petition was fake. You won't admit that the lawsuits were fake. You won't admit that the police and all this stuff was fake. You just continue to lie and continue to lie and continue to lie. I won't lie. I've made past mistakes. I've had past feuds, but I've made amends for those. I may have blocked users, and I was getting attacked from multiple angles. One or two people may have gotten blocked unintentionally, and I apologize for that. I'm human. I do make mistakes. But if someone got blocked for attacking me personally, talking about my family, or searching my personal info and posting it on this website, I firmly believe that blocking them was the right thing to do, and I feel strongly about that. I don't see anything wrong with my actions in regards to that. So Sean's View produces this video, and it's directed towards me, because I found his Yahoo questions page after it was shown to me by DL Vlogs, and there was something about his deformed, circumcised penis. And like I said, I didn't make it personal until he made it personal with me. So I decided to throw this in a video, just a little jab at him. That's what he gets for bringing my children into this conversation. And I never thought he would, display his flaccid, deformed penis for the YouTube community to see. So he acts like there's nothing wrong with this. He acts like there's nothing wrong with twirling his dick around and talking about my children while doing it. That is disgusting. That is indecent exposure. That is breaking the law and is borderline pedophilia. And he will not admit to this. He will not admit that he is wrong. He tries to come up with all these excuses. It had a disclaimer, the title, the description. It was set for mature audiences, which I honestly believe YouTube set that. And he's just trying to cover his ass. He says it's the parents' fault. What happens if the parents trusted you and thought that you produced safe content, so they allowed their child to view YouTube without a filter, or at least your channel? You say that it was for educational purposes. I don't see what was educational in this video, except for educating the YouTube community that you're a sick fuck, like I've been trying to tell them all along. You talked about my children. That is disgusting, and you didn't even apologize for it in this bullshit apology. And also, not only have you broken the law, you have broken the YouTube service terms, Section 7, Paragraph B, that you agreed to when you created your channel. This pornography and obscenity are not acceptable and can lead to account termination. The YouTube community guidelines that you agreed to when you created your channel. First bullet point, YouTube is not for pornographic or sexually explicit content. And also the machinima contract that you signed. I'm a machinima partner over on F and True Wrestling. Little jab that people have been trying to leave that, oh, you're jealous that he's a machinima partner. No, I'm a machinima partner as well, so thank you. And in that contract, which I guess you didn't read, but I read twice, 3 times over, because I'm a firm believer of reading everything before you sign it, it clearly says that you cannot take down a video after you put it up, or you cannot private a video. It messes with their content management system. You are no longer hooked into Google's AdSense system. This is a whole different world. You are signed to a legally binding contract. And what don't you understand about that? So you have broken your machinima contract, or at least violated one of the terms. Now, I don't know the punishment for a violation such of this nature. I guess I'd have to go review my contract. You've broken the YouTube service terms, which your account should be disabled because of this, or you should be suspended for at least 2 weeks. And 2 weeks would be good for you to go and clear your head. Get off this website for a little while. Go outside, breathe some air. Try to get your head straight. Try to stop lying to people, because that's all these videos were filled with, is more lies. And you have broken, like I said, the service terms, the community guidelines, the machinima contract, and you have broken the law, sir. It is indecent exposure. It is borderline pedophilia, and it is absolutely sick, disgusting, and deplorable that you would talk about my children while doing this. And then the worst of it all is you produce this bullshit apology, and you can't even admit what you did was wrong. Not that I wanted an apology, not that I ever solicited an apology, not that I ever asked for an apology. But man, can't you be a man, look in the mirror, and grow the fuck up? You know, it is absolutely disgusting, and you disgust me. There's no other fucking way to say it. Subscribe.